All right. All right, all right, all right, all right. Hola, yacht A. Yacht A. Oh, nice. I love that. Hello and welcome to Mayoral Round 2. Presented to you by us, 505OMATIC. I am the mistress of ceremonies, Dazba. And across the stage is our resident master of sound, DJ Billiam. Sup? So it occurs to us that maybe you don't quite understand what a 505-O-Matic is. Am I right? Kind of. You have, what is a 505-O-Matic? So gather around ye and listen to the tale, and allow me to tell you of how this ragtag group of media professionals got so nervous about the state of our local journalism with this accent, and that we decided that we were going to make TikToks. That's right. After the election, we noticed that there was this little in our jurisdiction journalistic institutions were kind of just maybe not quite what we wanted. Anyway, so thus we started making our own little vertical videos. Okay. So we decided to do this specifically for our phones, but therein lies a problem, right? That means that we're on our phones even more, which causes kind of a little bit of a problem because then we want to get off the phones and you're going to do, brain burnout and everything like that. So we decided that because there's just this loneliness epidemic. It's very isolating to just be on your phone, right? You're just keyboard warriors, tapping away and angry. But why don't we just bring everybody together? So we decided to have this in-person gathering here at the wonderful Jean Cocteau. Thank you, Jean Cocteau. And we wanted to share all of the beats that we were covering online with you now, here in person. And that's way better than yelling for 3 minutes at the podium in front of City Council. So then we, of course, started thinking, wouldn't it be great if we could also take care of ourselves? I mean, we are trying to, feed a family. I mean, I know Warren has a family. Katie has a family. I have a family. AJ Alex has his family. We all have families that we need to take care of and we need to feed, right? So we were thinking that we need a living wage. That's why we're inviting you to help us to continue doing our great work and to grow. But we know what would be even better is that if somehow we could sustain ourselves mostly through subscriptions. We know that we actually have a newsletter, and it's at 505omatic.com. And you can click the subscribe button, and for the low price of $5.05 a month, you can rest easy knowing you're helping us bring you accessible little videos and free in-person community conversation forums and quiz shows just like this. And we know that you have 17 other subscriptions, which probably amounts to about, maybe a percentage of your living wage. It's like $2,000, $4,000, depending on, whatever you want to do. But so what's one more, right? But this is 505. This is $5.05. It's totally doable, right? But there's another way that you can also help us. We also are selling t-shirts. We've got 2 types of t-shirts. We've got our ringer tees. We have our cheek style logos. We have also got our black and white. So definitely we have plenty to hand out, right? Okay. Oh, not handout. We're not handing out. No handouts. No handouts. No handouts. But you want a cheek style t-shirt. We know you do. Okay, but also we will accept your donation. So pull out your phone This is the only time you can pull out your phone another time. But pull out your phones and scan this QR code. We do have flyers out in the foyer, I never went to church. I promise I never went to church. I never stepped inside a church in my entire life. There is no foyer. But there is a place out there in front where you can grab the QR code as well afterwards. But while you're doing this, please silence your phones. Silence them. Do not disturb. My phone's on Do Not Disturb. My kid I don't know. We're not going to talk about my kid. Okay, but you know what? We've also have a fiscal sponsor now. So rest assured that all of your donations are now tax deductible. Okay. All right, covered that. What else do I need to cover? Okay, and one more thing. We would appreciate it if you only cheered or jeered. Cheered and jeered. Kind of keep your comments to yourself while we're having the show. Kidding. Maybe. No, but yeah, boo, cheer, whatever you want to do. All right, moving on. Now is on to the first part of our show, which is get to know your candidates. Yeah, you all remember, have you done this before? Have you done the fortune telling, right? We love this. I love having to do this. We still do this. How many of you know how to actually make one of these? Oh, look at you. How many know how to make the footballs? Oh, sweet. Okay, here you go. Okay, all right. So for this, what we're going to do is that we're going to find out more about our candidates, and I'm going to introduce them right now, actually. So we have on stage, we have Justin Green. Joanne Vigil Coppler. We have Jeanne O'Dean, Ron Trujillo, and Leticia Montoya. All right, so if you've been to the other Quizomatics, you know that we're just going to kind of use this time to get to know our candidates a little bit more. So we're going to use this little handy-dandy device that Alex decided to create for me. Technology for the win. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around and I'm going to ask you a couple of questions, and I'm going to use the fortune teller to understand you a little bit more. We're going to get deep into your soul. So beware. Beware, but be wary. I don't know. Okay. So, Justin, pick a color. Christmas.
Okay, Christmas.
Okay, so X, M, A, S. I'm sorry, Christians. Pick a number.
7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, pick another number.
5.
5. All right. Okay, we're gonna. What's your guilty pleasure?
Right now, sleep.
Okay. Hear you. All right. Next up, we have Joanne. Go ahead, pick a color.
I'll pick red.
R-E-D. Pick a number.
Can
you see it?
5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll pick another number.
3.
1, 2, 3. All right. Oh, wait. Sorry, you were supposed to just. Okay, we're going back. I know how to do this. Technology. Okay, what lesson did you learn the hard way as a kid?
How to not fall down when you roller skate.
What age was that?
I think I was probably 8.
Okay.
Right.
All right. And Jean, what color?
I'll go with green because it rhymes with Jean.
Oh, wait, sorry. You know what? These are not colors. These are chilies. Excuse me.
Oh, they're-
Excuse me. Sorry, you said green? Green chili?
Green.
Green. Okay. G-R-E-E-N. Okay.
Do I see a
Did I spell that right?
I,
Okay.
I think I see 5. There's
Okay.
a 5? Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is like patting your head and scratching your belly. Okay, pick another number.
3.
Okay, all right. Oh, all right. Let's see. Wait. What? You have to pick a number that's in the little thing.
Oh, there was a 3. Okay.
Oh, was there?
There was a 3.
There was a 3? Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, what lesson did you learn hard way as a kid?
Being a tomboy and beating up all the boys in the neighborhood.
But what was the lesson? That you can kick ass, or?
Well, I came across a big bully.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? I think do we like? I would be with her to go like fuck some shit up. You know what I'm saying? Okay, we're with you. We're with
Okay.
you. We're gonna go back to the bully. Okay, and Ron.
Colorado.
Colorado. Colorado. Okay, yay.
I will take 1.
1.
I will take 7.
Okay.
Go 7? Oh, no. Give me a different question. I want something different. I don't like 7.
Oh, no.
Oh, if it's different, then that's good.
What's your favorite grocery store?
Oh, my favorite grocery store. Jeez. You know what? Unfortunately, it's not here no more, but it was Johnny's Cash. And you know, if you go there, you could have the best tamales and Mr. Armijo there. You know, it's a shame that we're losing more and more of those businesses, but you know, but yes, that would have been my favorite one when I was growing up, going over there.
And just for the rest of us who don't know where this is or don't know about it, where was this?
It was on the east. I can't think of the street right now. Don Miguel, yes.
Awesome.
Don Miguel.
Okay. All right. And ready? Six. Who is your plumber? And could you fix the leak that's on top of Warren's washing machine? Because he's tried everything and he's really desperate.
Please.
Yeah. Yes, our plumber is Archie, and yes, I can fix your.
Thank you.
Yes, I can. I had to learn how to do that when my husband was sick in laying
wait.
out. When he was sick, I had to do plumbing in our house. Yes.
I think this contest
I
is
was
over.
taught by my father. Yes.
Have plumber will fix everything. All right, that was awesome. Okay, thank you so much for Archie. Yeah, we'll get Archie's number later, but we'll also, you know, maybe you can kind of consult first, and we can tell Archie, like, you know, it'll be a team effort. We like collaborations. But that's fine. All right, now that we know that our candidates just a little bit better, let's start our first game, because this was just an introduction. All right, so we're gonna bring to the stage Katie Gross.
All right. Thank you, Desba. Hello, audience. Hello, mayoral candidates. What? Oh, now we're going to play The Price is All Right. Okay, it's time to see how well you know the economics of our fair city. This game is modeled after the first game in The Price is Right. You will be shown an item, and then you will make a guess as to how much that item costs. I will call on you individually to name your price, and the person who guesses closest to the actual amount without going over will get a point. Okay? Warren Langford over here is keeping score. Let's hear it for Warren. All right, are you ready, contestants? No. Are you ready, DJ Billiam? All right. Come on down. All right, our first item is any garden variety one-bedroom casita rental in beautiful Santa Fe. These accommodations typically come with a sink, windows, stucco walls, and a landlord. So contestants, what is the median price of renting a one-bedroom casita? Justin, let's start with you.
$14.25.
$14.25, and you can use the microphone.
$1,425.
Okay. Joanne?
I'll say $13.75.
All right. Jeanne?
I'll say 1,500.
Before tariffs? I'll say about 1,700.
Okay. And Leticia?
I'll say 18.
1,800?
Yes.
Ron? All right. In 2025, the median price was $1,700, while the median income for an individual is $47,000. That means any rental will cost you 43% of your salary. Before taxes. Okay, next we have the Shelby Street pedestrian bridge reconstruction. This classic of old-timey Santa Fe architecture was first built in 1938 and updated in 1968. Today, the city hopes to rebuild the Shelby Street Bridge using real stone cladding, all done in strict compliance within historic design codes. What is the projected cost of replacing the Shelby Street pedestrian bridge? Joanne?
I'm going to say $3 million.
All right. Jeanne?
I would say about 75,000.
Okay, thank you. Ron?
I'd say about 2.8 million.
20 million?
2.8 million.
Oh, okay. 2.8.
I work for the bridge maintenance section for the state, so.
Oh, Jesus. You have some insider information. Okay. And Leticia?
I've actually was down there and I saw it, and it's in really bad shape. So it's going to cost a couple of million to replace it. I mean, it's not really. I took my graduation pictures on that, and when I saw how bad it was, I say a couple of million, at least.
2 million?
At least.
Okay. And Justin?
So since this is the Price is Right, I will go $2,001,001. I know how to play this game.
You know how to play. All right. I think you all overestimated, except for Joanne, right? You said 75,000? Or no, Jeanne. Jeanne said.
Wow.
All right. I
Wow,
think
she
Jeanne
knows how to
won
play
that.
this
Everyone
game.
else
Wow.
was over, which quite interesting. So the city has allocated $500,000 towards the project, but it is projected the price could go up to $900,000 because of its stone-lined bridge's historic status. Yep. And they want to use real stone veneer.
Yes, the veneer is the cost-cutting thing.
The veneer, that's the cost cutting.
That's right. Otherwise, it
Oh.
would have been $2 million if it was actually built out of stone.
So it's not even real stone and it's
No, it's
900,000?
veneer. You said cladding, right? That was the qualification
didn't
there. I
write
should have caught
this.
that.
All right. What is the cost to get into Meow Wolf as a New Mexico resident on a weekday? This immersive art exhibition in the Siler District is the ultimate getaway for Californian families who have nothing else to do with their children while vacationing in Santa Fe. But state residents can get in for a discount. Oh, no! It's good it's behind them. Shh. All right, how much does it cost to get in on a weekday? Jeanne, we'll begin with you.
I haven't been to Meow Wolf, so I have to guess about $20.
Okay. Ron?
I haven't been, $22.
Leticia?
I would say my kids go there.
Mm-hmm.
And
Do they pay?
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. They do. I'm gonna say about $18.
Okay.
I think I saw recently $25.
All right. And Joanne?
That was going to be my guess, 25.
Ron, again.
25.
Sapo.
I swear we saw him at Iconic earlier today, but I don't think he was looking over our shoulder as we were writing these. Okay. The new wastewater treatment plant, the cost. Okay, this aging wastewater treatment plant off of Airport Road takes you back to the sights and smells of classic sewage pits in the Middle Ages. Today, it's rumored to be where the elite E. coli meet and swim downstream. How much will renovations to this decades-old facility cost? I think Ron is first on this round.
Okay, you're saying renovations.
Actually,
What I'm saying is completely rebuilding it.
yes, rebuilding it.
You're looking about, I'd say about $675 million right now.
All right, Leticia?
I did a white paper on it today, and it's actually going to cost 600 million. But the one component that we need to replace immediately would be where they have the UV lights, which will be 100 million, and that'll be the starting point of the development of the wastewater plant. So I just did that. So check my YouTube channel; it's on there.
What's your final number? Is your final number 600 million or?
600 million, but if you're gonna, the one thing that's really needed today. Oh, the one thing that's really needed today is because the final process to that facility is the UV lights, and those are 15 years. That facility is 15 years old, so they're buying Amazon parts. So when I talked to the engineer, he said that would be the first structure to start with, and that's 100 million. They already have it allocated in the general fund, so it's ready to go with the plans and everything, and they're going to develop the rest of the plan with that.
So 600.
600 for the in total.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Justin?
So it depends if you do the reverse flow pipeline back to the Rio Grande, which is probably another $150 million, but it is probably in the 600 million, so I will go $600 million and $1.
And you lost, just, oh, sorry. Sorry, Joanne.
My answer is 600 million.
Clever, clever, clever. You understand the game. All right. Yes, the price is $600 million. What? Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I really messed this one up.
I'll just say my funds are going to cover it, so you guys don't have to pay taxes. So I've already budgeted 600 million.
Everyone gets a point on that round. Jeanne will have to come back and ask you about that, how you're going to fund that. Okay. I know, I'm not touching. I scream, you scream, we all scream at the price tag of eye cream. All right, how much could it cost you to buy some eye cream at one of these spas downtown? If you know, you know. Okay, Leticia, I think, do you go first this round?
I know, because I bought some, and by the time I was done, my husband wanted to divorce me because they start off with a small price, and before you know it, it's several $1,000s. Yeah.
All right, so what's your number?
I'm going to say, huh?
Is your number like number?
It can range from $1,000 up to $6,000. 1,800.
Okay, 1,800. Justin.
So there was a lawsuit about it, a criminal lawsuit. I think they charged somebody $30,000 in credit card fees, or in credit card charges. See, it works, right?
I'll say 29,999.
The secret sauce is stem cells. That's what.
We were wondering
increases
what
the
it was.
price. Yes.
Okay.
So about 3,500 for the initial.
The initial, right, how they get you in the door.
Okay, are we talking one bottle or a case or a
It's
pallet?
unclear. It's unclear.
It's unclear. Because that's what I was thinking. I said, that's for one little. I remember Justin, with the lawsuit and all that, and 30,000. So I'm going to say $1,500 for one little thing of cream.
All right, all very good guesses because it could be anywhere from $400 to $25,000. Barbara and Brian Gerstad from Los Lunas said they discovered they were charged more than $20,000 after agreeing to a $400 eye cream. The New Mexico Department of Justice recently reached a settlement with Santa Fe Spa Center. The lawsuit accuses the business of using high-pressure sales tactics, including offering free treatments to lure customers, misrepresenting prices, and charging significantly higher amounts than agreed upon. Yet these businesses are still open. So who won? Who won that one? Do we know?
Oh, there was 3 winners.
3 winners?
Yeah.
Oh wait, not total. Just that round.
Yeah, just this round.
How can there be 3 winners?
They all got in the range.
Oh, they all got in the range. Okay. Right.
So it was Leticia, Ron, and Jeanne O'Dean.
All right.
Sorry, I
Good
got
job.
3 J's.
Okay. This document, the general plan, Santa Fe's general plan is being updated. This document guiding the development and land use of the city different hasn't been updated since 1999, but its fresher, newer model could guide projects through 2050. What is the initial cost for the general plan for this next fiscal year budget? We are starting with, I think, Justin now. I think we did. Oh, did we?
I'll start
Justin.
here.
Sorry.
So I think this year is around $600,000.
I'll say 300,000.
I'll say 800,000.
I'll say 400,000.
I'll say 450,000.
All right. Justin for the win. And this cost includes hiring a general plan consultant, launching a digital platform, and initiating a community engagement plan and advisory committee. It does not include updating the land use development code, which had a separate budget of around $170,000. Aha, you were including it. Okay.
Yeah, no, I went to City Hall. They're doing both the land use code but then it's going to take another year. So anyway, that's why I did
another.
that.
We have some stories coming up on this too.
Okay.
Okay. All right. The deep-fried delicacy made its first appearance at Lonnie Alsup's Clovis convenience store in 1974. Today, the Alsup's chimney comes in a bouquet of flavors, including shredded beef, green chili, and cheese, chicken, and whatever else happened to be in the fryer that day. So, what are you paying for an Alsup's chimney? Joanne, yes.
Well, if you notice my slim figure, I pay 0.
Oh.
No, I'm gonna guess. Oh gosh, I'll say 395.
All right. Jeanne?
Never had it, haven't been to Allsup, so I'll say 650.
Inflation.
2 for $5.
Actually, I love chimichangas, so I don't eat them all the time, but when I do, they're about 3 1/4.
All right.
Got to give my chance. So we're going to go 425.
All right.
399.
399. I think, Joanne, you were closest, right?
I don't eat them, so that's good.
You got your finger on the pulse. A little background, store employee Bob Pitcock was looking to sell more of the baked beef and bean burritos that were on display, so he dropped them into the donut fryer, which quickly lured in customers with its intoxicating aroma. And the chimney has... Exactly. They couldn't make any sound decisions after that. So, the chimney has since become a New Mexican staple. All right, last question. All right, what is the cost of replacing your damaged trash can or recycling lid? This lid will guard your waste and recycling like a plastic suit of armor up until it gets damaged by city trash crews. What is the cost from the resident's perspective to replace a damaged lid? Jeanne? Just the lid.
Because I would think 50 for the whole thing, so 30?
Okay. Ron?
I hope people at the city are listening because I've been waiting 2 months for mine to be replaced and it hasn't been. So just the lid, I would say $6.
I'm the same thing with what Ron did. It said is that I've been waiting for my lid to even be put back on. It shouldn't be costing you anything because it's a free service. It should be a free service.
Yeah. So my answer was 4 months or free. I think it is free.
Okay.
I don't know if it used to be free. It's not free anymore. I don't think so. But the lid, I would say $18.
It is free. That's as long as the damage is considered normal wear and tear or caused by collection workers or vehicles. And this is an actual picture that I took. This was right by the administrative offices for the Santa Fe Public Schools on Camino Sierra Vista. Unclear if this was damage from the recycling truck or a public art project. So, all right. So Warren, what are our final totals?
I'm not going to go through all the scores. Ron took this away. He had 4 out of the 8 questions. Congratulations. And weird that you got that Meow question, man.
And we're back. All right, let's get back into it. So, we're gonna this place. Did you know that this was a UNESCO city? How many knew that this is a UNESCO city? Yeah. Does anybody know what a UNESCO city is all about? No. This is a bonus question, but that's not going to count. Don't worry. How long have we been a UNESCO city? 20 years. Did you know that? We're actually celebrating this year as a UNESCO site. And what could it possibly be about? Our art and our culture. Our culture as art. Anybody get on Jeopardy? You know that question now. All right, moving on. Oh, wait. So we are going to start off this section, Art-O-Matic. Audience, this is for you. Our lovely, wonderful audience who fill our seats and fill our souls with your love and your devotion. All right, so we thought we would give you a chance to, shake loose, and as Warren calls their jimmies. Get your jimmies out. Okay, anybody know what jimmies means? Okay, I'm the only one that doesn't know. Okay, all right, so you can take a break. Chill out. You're not on stage, even though you're on stage. Just eat your popcorn, drink your drinks, just check your phones, stay engaged. Okay. All right. So since we're in Art Town, we have the 3rd largest art gallery infestation in the country. So let's test your knowledge on our art scene. If you, the audience, know what the artist is, please just or wait, are they just gonna shout it out? Or are we gonna raise our blurt it out? Okay, we're gonna do our best. Yeah, Leslie. Wait, where's Leslie? Okay, Leslie, you're gonna have to pay attention here. Oh, yeah. This is the thing. Shout it out if you know it because we have stickers. Prizes. Okay, sorry, prizes, which is a sticker. Not a goat head. Not that kind of sticker. All right. So let's get ready. All right, let's start with an easy one. Oh, right here, right in the front. Got here, right in the front. Sorry for pointing. In some cultures, it is considered bad juju to be pointing, but I appreciate it. Yay! All right, next one. Who's? All right. Alan Hauser. Alan Hauser. If you don't know, please use your phones to figure out who this is. I mean, really? Seriously? Come on. Okay, actually, you know what? If anybody actually really knows who this is, can you please tell us? So the thing about it is that not even the New Mexican, this is outside of the New Mexican building, and not even the employees know who built this. There's no name on this statue. It's one of those things. It's one of those things where, you just have like people putting stuff and they don't want to like have people know who it is, right? They're just kind of out there. And sometimes artists are like that, it's just artists for you. Okay, so anyway, so like just let us know. Okay, moving on. And what about this piece? All right, so this is Sexy DeVar. Sir? Dude, we can't, you can't bring that in, we can't bring that into the, sir? Hello? No. Dude, sir, hey, who are you?
You look good.
Hey, dude, guy, sir, sign. What? No. Who? We're trying to have a quiz show here. We've got a live audience. We're recording. Like, what the? Who are you? What do you? Do you know who this person is? Do you know what? Do you know? No? Any idea? No?
Nobody?
Do you know? Nobody knows. Wait. Oh.
Webber
Oh,
and City Council.
It's the council. Clean up this crime and drug infested city
yeah.
now sign. Okay, you know what, dude? You know what? I'm so sorry I didn't recognize you. You're actually pretty famous. We've got some hecklers in here.
They just build you up to break you down.
I mean, that's you know what? That's just the way the
Chew
industry
you up to
is.
spit you out.
It just depends, right? I hear you.
I got no reason to live anymore.
No. Like,
What am I going to do in 2 weeks?
This is the city of artists.
What am I going to...
I'm pretty sure we could figure something out.
What day is it?
I don't know. Where are we?
You don't know what day it is?
Thursday, Wednesday.
It's Thursday, but
Thursday. What? Oh, my God. Take action, people.
Come
on.
I hear you. I'm trying to listen. I'm understanding you.
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to catch what you're saying.
You try to understand. You couldn't know.
I'm understanding you.
You couldn't even know.
I know
what
you.
the life of a
Your life.
sign is like.
Your sign.
People think it's easy to be a sign. They
Are you
think
a Taurus?
Just sit out there.
So
You just get nailed up on a
Pisces. Kind of
on a
emotional here.
telephone pole.
Like,
You just sit there, but people come and look at you.
well, you know what? You're a sign. You're
Oh, I got a
pointing.
message. I had a purpose.
You still have a purpose.
What?
But do you have
What am I
any-
gonna do?
What could he possibly do? Do you have any ideas, Leticia? What could he? Do you have any words that he's a sign, but
Help me.
his sign is kind of outdated. It's talking to Webber.
Vote.
Does everybody remember back in the days? I'm just a bill. Yes, I'm only a bill. That's what I think you feel, brother. You're not heard. You're not heard. The citizens of Santa Fe have not been heard. They need to make their voices heard on November 4th.
We need to listen to you. Can you sing? Leticia, do you have anything to say?
I don't even know what this says. I can't read. I'm a sign, man.
You're in New Mexico.
You know where corrugated plastic comes from?
It's okay. You're in New Mexico. Joanne, do you have anything to say to this?
I think that these signs convinced Weber not to run. Because he cannot fix our city.
So they were heard.
I think they were heard.
They worked.
Yeah.
So signs have a purpose. And Jeanne,
But what am I going to do now?
Jeanne, do you have anything to say to this poor sign? He feels like he has no purpose
Yellow,
anymore.
right?
This is an intervention,
good
people.
color.
This is an intervention.
What I have to say is we have to honor Senator Heinrich, who has passed a federal congressional act of halt fentanyl. So if you have a few grams under your sign, you will get.
I think he had a 40. I don't know if it was.
You'll get 5 to 10 years in prison.
We're
It's
not
now a
going to
federal
go
crime.
that dark.
I'm a sign.
We're the city of hope. We're the city different. Santa Fe.
I'm a
Fe has
selfless
to have
sign.
something. Fe means something. Don't you agree? Fe means something. Fe.
What am I going to do?
He will be happy.
What am I going to do?
The sign guy.
I'm got no
sign
work,
guy.
no purpose.
You'll be happy because I'm going to clean up the mess and go after and clean up and get rid of the drugs so that you'll be happy again and be able to thrive. Thrive.
I think that's it. I think that's it, sign. Sir, sign. Thrive. Change. Transformation. If this city isn't about transformation and moving to your higher self, I don't know what we could possibly do. Do you believe in your higher self? Are you calling in your higher self?
I don't believe
I
in
believe in
anything
you.
anymore.
Do we believe in the sign? I believe in signs. Do you believe in signs? Hallelujah. Do I get an amen? Hallelujah. Amen. Hello, sign. I believe in you.
Easy for you to say.
I believe in you. I have an idea. I know what. Hey, I've got an idea. I've got an idea.
Yeah?
I'll lead you there.
Yeah.
Just,
You
I'll
think I could-
lead you there. I know what you can do.
Yeah.
There's this thing called the film industry. And I've got the job for you. I've got the job for you. Just wait. You
Always
can
wanted to be
be
in show business.
a film industry sign. You can
Hey, that
point
looks like
people in
me.
the right direction
That
towards
looks
the
like me.
economy. The economy that is fueling our state. Just give me a second. Hold this right here.
Yeah.
Hold this right here. There you go. It's okay. It's okay.
Feel naked.
I'm a union worker. It's fine.
Oh, wow.
I'm all up in your business.
I am going to be a star.
You are going to be a star.
I'm going to be in the big time movies.
Young Guns 3.
Yeah.
Yellow side. Yellow side. Yellow side.
I won't be needing the same.
Side. He's a star now. On his way to the nearest studio here in Santa Fe. Okay. Because he's a star. Stars don't talk to people. All right. Thank you. for appreciating our little interlude there. Okay. All right. Well, the yellow sign now has a purpose, and all of you do too. You have the power within you to change and transform this city by choosing by November 4th. All right. What are we doing next? We're doing that? We're making sure? Flipping that? Okay, we did that. All right. Now we're on to the next part of our show. We're going to bring on J. Alex, the technologist.
Good evening, everybody. I'm J. Alex, the technologist, and we are now about to play our next game, which is the dating game. But in lieu of having a singular date, you all are trying to woo the audience. And the audience is who you are trying to seduce with your hot, steamy platforms and stances. So, you will each have 1 minute to answer, or else DJ Billiam over here will start drowning you out, which will sound something like this. Something you, I believe in that. And if you're familiar with that, it's the sonic drowning noise. So remember, you have 1 minute, or else you're going to get this nice panic sound. And audience, when we come to the last of the answers from the candidates, I will ask you to cheer for the answer that you really electorally vibed with. So, are you ready, everyone? Are you ready, candidates? Are you ready, DJ Billiam? All right, let's get to this next one. Travel and Leisure recently voted us the #1 tourist destination in the country. Besides tourism, what would you like Santa Fe to be #1 in? And let's start with you, Leticia.
Economic development.
All right. Ron.
Beautiful parks nationwide.
Jeanne.
Global knowledge economy.
Joanne.
Activities and recreation for children.
Justin.
Quality of life for everybody, including tourists, but most importantly, locals.
All right, we have our answers locked in. And so who, and please applaud very loudly. So who likes Leticia's answer? Okay. Ron. Jeanne. Joanne. And Justin. All right, we got that one locked in. Next question. After affordable housing is at the top of the list of issues facing Santa Feans, what initiatives will you implement first to stabilize our current housing crisis? Ron, starting with you.
Well, I'm going to do a forensic audit so I know exactly what's working here in the city, what's not. This way I'm able to find out what money is we can leverage and where we have city property that we have not identified so that we can build those affordable housing and truly affordable housing. You're not going to see none of these 300, 400,000. We want something with a $100,000 range that our people can live here for.
Jeanne. Wait, hold your applauses. Hold your applauses. Thank you.
Through my verifiable funds for infrastructure and development, I have committed to building 1,000 affordable Adobe homes for the essential workers and teachers, first starting at the Midtown redevelopment acreage, and then the schools that have been closed, get a city ordinance and change it to affordable housing to build more houses for the teachers rather than commercialized zone in another boutique hotel.
Joanne.
I would get the general plan updated and get that done because it has a lot of initiatives in it that will affect providing housing that's affordable. When I was a city councilor, we had already identified all of the city land that we could build housing on and offer incentives to builders so that it would be affordable for them to build, and then they wouldn't have to add any extra costs onto the buyers. So we already have a list of what those are and what sizes they are, what the terrain is, and how we can put housing on there so that it can remain affordable. And I would look for other incentives like we did for the Silo Road Arts Project that Dan Werweth built. And those offered many, many incentives, which made that project come to fruition.
All right.
All right. So, the question has lots of different parts, but, the general plan's key, a new affordable housing plan, but those are all going to take a year or two to actually get implemented. So when you talk about what are you going to implement first, part of the housing policy plan is to protect people from gentrification. So I would have housing stipends for working folks that are being squeezed out of apartments and homes right now to help them bridge so they don't get displaced. All right.
All right. We have our answers. Oh, sorry. My bad. Apologies.
Okay. Can you hear me?
No.
Okay, with affordable housing, what I'd like to do is on the Midtown campus, since it's owned by the city of Santa Fe, is developing that 100% affordable and increasing the AMI, which is the percentage of, it's based upon income levels, to increasing that so that we have first responders and nurses that'll be able to qualify for these affordable houses. Also, in lieu of the developers, we need to hold them accountable, and 15% is not, that's what they have to build, is 15% on their own property. We need to increase that to 25 to 35% more so that we have more affordable housing and people living in a development that they're able to be a part of a community, because what we're doing right now is, okay.
All right. We have our answers locked in. And so, who likes Ron's answer? Jeanne. Joanne. Justin. Leticia. All right. Next question. It's been about 3 months since Urban Alchemy took over the Interfaith Community Shelter. How do you think they're doing? Jeanne, let's start with you.
I had the opportunity to meet Mike, the new director of the Agape House, and someone died of an overdose the day before, and one was overdosed when I arrived. My issue with all the homeless shelters, which I've been able to verify, is the vulnerability index screening. Their top priorities, and not locals, locals are ranked low. It's the felons, the addicts, and the afflicted. That's the point system. It's throughout, and the Housing Coalition is doing that. Arizona got rid of that in 1995 and closed down 20 homeless shelters. This has been verified by the keynote speaker a couple weeks ago, sponsored by the city. It's saying that VIS, because of discrimination, it's unlawful.
All right, we got out of there. Joanne.
Well, so far, I don't think that there's been enough time to really judge how they're doing, because homelessness in our city is going to take some time to resolve. And I don't think it's going to go away forever, but I know we can do a much better job. I think we need to give Urban Alchemy a chance, and let's see how it goes. But with the plans I have as mayor, I think they might have a better chance of surviving, because we need to tackle homelessness as a whole issue and provide the services that these people need, and provide it in a structured way.
Excellent. So Urban Alchemy, we're cautiously optimistic, and by the statistics, it says that they're doing a pretty good job, and that emergency response calls have reduced, I think, by more than a half. So that's a pretty good indicator in data terms. But ultimately, we need a one-door campus that has wraparound services in a comprehensive fashion, both for daytime wraparound services and nighttime shelter. And so we're going to have to build that so that we don't turn homeless people into vagrants during the day. We need one place to keep people and give them an opportunity to better themselves during the day and night, and give them time to get on their feet. Thanks.
Okay, so Urban Alchemy, I did a white paper on them before they even came into the picture, and so they had done some really bad and shady things in other states. So my whole thing is that I don't know why we didn't keep interfaith. We could have worked out a contract with them. We could have, because they didn't have a contract with the city. They were just renting that building. And the thing about it, if the city really, what they should have done is they should have drawn up a contract, kept them in line, saying, okay, this is what needs to happen, instead of bringing a group from another state to come in, because the kitchen's not working. There's a lot of resources in there that are not being updated or not continued on. And I just found that the other day when I was helping out at the church, is that they can't even go into the facility to serve. So yeah, we need to really look at them.
Unfortunately, the data is not there yet. Had I been on the council, had I been mayor, I would have done performance-based initiatives. You know, that way you don't just give out 1.5 million, you make sure that this organization is meeting the criteria, meeting standards set, so that you can actually find out if they're doing a good job, what's not working, what won't working. That's why I told everybody I'm going to do a forensic audit. And, you know, I've even said I want to put a homeless department in the city as well. This is an epidemic here in the city of Santa Fe, something that we need to address. And as mayor, that is going to be one of our top priorities.
All right, we have our answers. Jeanne, audience. Joanne. Justin. Leticia. Ron. All right. Moving on to a guest question.
Buenas noches, mayoral candidates and audience. This is Renee Villarreal, former city councilwoman, and I'm here to ask you about your knowledge of the work and recommendations that came out of the Community Health and Safety Task Force. This task force was implemented during the global pandemic. It was made up of community members with a variety of lived experiences and expertise, and they were charged with coming up with recommendations to look at the intersection of community health and safety. The final recommendations were informed by community input, expert presentations, panel discussions, local, state, and national studies and best practices, and through a variety of listening sessions for communities that are most underserved. So my question to you is, what do you know about the recommendations that came out of the Community Health and Safety Task Force report? And out of those 40 plus recommendations, what will you implement and prioritize if you become mayor?
All right. Joanne, let's start with you.
Well, first of all, I think we have a great resource in former Councilor Renee Villarreal, who I know is here, and very dedicated. I think what I would do as mayor is have her come and debrief us on all of those recommendations. I know there were many, but I do know that, you know, there were, I know everybody believes in public safety, but there was a problem with attendance on that committee, and I think a lot of what they came up with wasn't really taken seriously. And I remember there was a question about how much people wanted to share with the committee based on confidences. And so, you know, there were meaningful things that came out of it, and I've been off the council for a while, and I admit I don't really remember all of them. That's why I think Renee should be a key piece in our next administration.
Excellent. So I can't remember 40 of them, maybe a few, and I hope nobody can remember all 40 because that's really brain damage. But
Hey.
we write these things down. We don't memorize. But what we need to do is we need to look at at-risk populations, and I think that is where, you know, these are poverty issues, these are drug-related issues, these are senior-related issues, these are youth-related issues. And so we have an opportunity to address the most at-risk parts of the population. We need to make sure that we have a workforce that supports both mental health, behavioral health, and all of these target areas. That's both through local workforce development, as well as developing, recruiting doctors for our hospitals and for our medical things. We need to support La Familia and the other community health centers as well.
Hit the switch.
Can you hear me? Okay. I feel that we didn't have a plan in place. And the reason I say that is because I have a friend that he when we talked about even the children, is that when I went back east to where my daughter lived, everything was set in place for COVID-19. And I think the committee, we always seem to be that we always are a dollar late, a nickel short. And the thing is that we need to look at everything and have everything, like, for example, the fire. If we have a fire up in our mountains, do we have a plan for evacuation? But, you know, it seems like we always wait till the whole enchilada comes to the plate, and then it breaks on the floor, and who ends up suffering? It's the people that live here and our children. So yes, we need a plan to be in place for a next COVID.
I'm very sad about the broken enchilada on the floor right now. That was a good visual. Thank you. Like, no.
Well, what happens with city government, and I spent 12 years there, we do study after study, constant study. And sometimes this information, yes, gets to the city councilors, but it doesn't get to the members of this community. That is something that I promise you, I will put it on the website so that you understand it. I will have people within the departments so they understand as well, so they can give you the proper information on it. That's what it's not deciphered properly to our constituents. You know, as Leticia was talking about different things, we need to treat every part of the city equally. That doesn't happen here in Santa Fe, and we all know that. You know, unfortunately, I've said it, and people already get sick of me hearing it said, Santa Fe is the capital city of New Mexico, yet we don't look or act like one. We need to start setting the example for the rest of the state. Somos Santa Fe. We set the example for the rest of the state.
Some of the top priorities are definitely homelessness, mental and behavioral health, and also alternative in our lack of health services. When we all met with NAMI, they indicated to us that they're not getting any direct funding from the city, so the city has to prioritize. With my funding, I've met with the Southwestern College. Their Tierra Nuevo, they serve 500 clients. They have 6 acres behind there, and recommending that we could do a mental and behavioral health facility, make it research-based, start working with indigenous plants for healing, as well as ibogaine with the great results. I also have funding for developing a recovery detox clinic, as well as residential and workforce facilities.
Quick follow-up question. Who is NAME? Nambe?
NAMI, N-A-M-I. We just were at a forum the other day, and it's the acronym is it's a national organization that's for mental and behavioral health, and they only have 3 paid workers. The rest are all volunteers, and they're not being supported by the city financially.
But they are by the county.
Yeah,
Say
they
that
are.
again, Mike.
They are
They
by the
are
county.
supported by the county.
But I'm looking at merging the Southwestern College because they have a master's degree in social and case management. So it'd be great. And they've got 6 acres.
All right. And I think that completes it. All right. So who likes Joanne's answer? Justin. Leticia? Ron? And Jeanne. All right. Next question. Very serious one on this next one. Say again? I went backwards. Oh, I did. How? Okay. Say someone close to you is considering becoming an ICE agent, getting that $50,000 sign-up bonus, and they asked you for advice. How would you approach a conversation with them about this decision? Justin, let's start with you.
I would question their judgment, but I would say be our informant on the inside if they were really going to take the money and tell us of all the nasty stuff that ICE is doing.
All right, reverse Serpico. Got it. Leticia.
I would recommend them not to take the job because all they're going to do is hurt innocent people that sending them back. Because a friend of mine, well, my son-in-law's mother and grandmother, they live in California, and ICE was going into their trailer courts and taking innocent people that weren't drug dealers, didn't have any form of crime, and deporting them back to a different country that they have not even been there for like 40 years. So the thing about it, I would recommend them to change professions.
I would discourage them immediately, and I would send them directly to the Santa Fe Police Department recruiting and tell them you're going to have a better career serving the people of Santa Fe and your hometown.
Being an educator, I would sit down and review civic education that's not in our educational system anymore, and review the Constitution and tell them the rights of the citizens and non-citizens for them to make that decision. I concur with Ron, steer them in our legitimate police force, National Guard, but not ICE. Absolutely not ICE.
So I would discourage them as well. And, you know, I think one of the reasonings I would say very optimistically is that their career path would come to a dead end in 3 years and 2 months. So that's not much of a career path. And definitely I would ask them to consider other law enforcement venues or avenues, I should say, that offer them a career that's longer term and that they can still use their skills and the things that made them interested in ICE practices anyway. So we do need more police officers. That's really important. And, you know, there's many other law enforcement careers that they could get into, even the sheriff's office. They could go into fire safety, all of these other areas that we so need.
Audience. Justin? Leticia? Ron? Jeanne? And Joanne. All right. Okay, so this next one we're gonna lighten it up just a little bit, get a bit of a palate cleanser, and figure out how is it that you like to clean your car around Santa Fe? What's your favorite car wash? Is it, pay attention, direct your attention up there, okay? Is it this one? Or is it 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10? Is that all? Or 11? They keep going. Okay, wait. Oh, yeah. 11. Which of these are your favorites? Again, we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, or 11. Leticia, starting with you.
Squeaky clean because it's local and it's been here since I was a kid.
All right, we got squeaky clean. That's squeaky clean is not the same. Squeaky clean. All right, clean, squeaky clean. No, my brain is just broken. That's fine. Ron.
We have been cleaning our car at Hadley's for the last 30-some years.
Hadley's, all right.
I have to say none, because I have ordered a brand-new Dodge Ram Tucson car, and because of Trump's tariffs, it hasn't arrived. So I've been using public transportation as well as Uber. So I can't say, but I highly recommend the Rail Runner. It's great. Seniors get a deal for a month, and you can go for free on all the buses. So I recommend.
All right. Take the applause. That's a good one. Joanne.
So I think I saw my favorite car wash up there, Oil Stop.
All right.
I just saw Lance Bell earlier tonight, and he has that new one over on Cordova, and it works really well, and it's locally owned. So let's go local.
All right. So clap for your favorite car wash. Is it Leticia's? Ron. Jeanne. Joanne. Or Justin? All right. Now, for this next question, we have to invite our local curmudgeon who just is a bit of a stickler for the civil engineering of this city. So, Warren, will you help come up and ask this question? This is a you.
I certainly will. Hey, listen. All right, we got a problem. There's an Arby's, whether you know it or not. And it has some options for possibly getting into it. I'm going to ask our candidates which one they think is the correct answer. So yes, this is multiple choice. It will be A, B, C, or horsey sauce. So who did you say? Ron, what do you think is the correct way to get to Arby's?
Okay, well, it is B. The unfortunate thing is whenever they did that engineering, you now have Little Caesars right there, but it is B, it goes all the way around. I've gone there, I've lived in that section my entire life, so you can all say B, because I gave you the answer.
You really answered that question. Okay. Jeanne O'Dean.
Since Ron knows his roads, I'll go with Ron, B.
Joanne.
Well, I don't think I'll go with Ron because he said he's lived at Arby's. So. You know, but
A what boy? Okay. Cool. Okay. Gotcha.
But I'll go.
I thought it was a
I'll
sandwich
go
you were
with
yelling
B,
out.
because I know B.
Okay. So we got 3 Bs.
All right, I just drive right by. I wouldn't even bother to stop there. Just keep on going. Go find the ranch house or something down the street that has better.
French dips.
Yes.
Leticia, please.
So yes, so maybe it's horsey sauce. Just
Yeah.
to, yeah.
You're going with horsey sauce. Okay.
I'm going to say C.
Well, wouldn't you believe it? The answer is C. That's right. If you're driving southbound on Cerrillos, you actually have to have the forethought to turn into there's the entrance, it says in, at the Little Caesars entrance. You have to drive up and around that dumpster back there to get to either the parking lot or the drive-through. So
You order at the dumpster.
why do you know this, Leticia?
Can I tell everybody why I know this? I pick up the shopping carts for the city, so I know a lot of the routes, and I know that one.
The other 2 entrances are one-ways. So, yeah, get it together, Arby's. Anyway, moving on.
All right, getting serious again here for a moment. A question that's near and dear to my heart if you've been paying attention to the series on 505OMATIC. So it has been reported that the feasibility study on the Soldiers Monument is going to be released next week. We all know this has been a very divisive issue for our town. So how do you plan to bring people together regardless of the results? Jeanne, let's start with you.
Well, my whole solution is regeneration as well as disruption. I really want to recognize and restore Santa Fe with the indigenous, the Hispanic, as well as the Anglos that came here during tuberculosis time and did the creative. I definitely support restoring it, but relocating it on the hill above it, and then we all get together and actually do a new monument. So I think it's bringing, as a coalition, everyone coming up with the idea of a new monument, but honoring the soldiers that have died and the past. But it's the hill above, if you're talking the Martyrs Hill, it's historical, and it talks about the Pueblo Revolt, but as an education to really inform people. Okay.
Joanne? Yeah, going that way.
Well, first of all, I do believe in restoring the monument and leaving it where it was. I was on the city council when the mayor went in the middle of the night with the crane operator and tried to remove it. It was just the worst thing that ever happened. And then when I call them the thugs, came and finished it off and didn't really get punished. That's just no way to run a city. That's no way for us to accept that. I believe in honoring our veterans, and I was the one who passed the ordinance under big duress from other councilors for the veterans banner flags. And so I really believe in our veterans, and I think that we need to honor the soldiers who fought and restore the monument, get the language where everybody's comfortable with it, and put it back where it was.
So I don't know if anybody's noticed, but if you look at it, it's becoming the leaning tower of shame. It is actually starting to subside, and it has a little tilt these days. So I don't know that rebuilding it in its current form will be actually viable, but we'll find out. Maybe next week we'll find out what the right answer is, but it may be the wrong answer as well. So, we have a judge that has told us that we have to rebuild it as is, where is. I don't think that's the right answer 100%, but if the judge makes us do it, I believe in the judge's decision. It's not the best decision. I think we should have some interpretive plaques to help put it in context, both to where it started and where it is, including the destruction, because we shouldn't glorify it, but we should definitely give it its place in the understanding of why it happened.
Leticia.
Okay, this hits my heart because I'm a military child. Grandfather, World War II, Bronze Star, served our country to save us, to protect us. My father was a Marine. My husband was Air Force. And you know what? When I saw that, when I was in Virginia visiting my daughter, because I helped her a lot during COVID, I was sad because I grew up with that monument. And that monument has some history to it where it has capsules, it has bodies, it has things underneath it that represents these men and women that had served in that the Glorieta War. If we would not have won that war, we would be a country, a city, a state with slavery, because with the Buffalo Soldiers, they came in to protect us, and it wasn't for them. That's what that monument means. It has a lot of history, and we let a group, the Three Sisters, come in to destroy it, and that is so sad.
You don't deny Santa Fe's history. There are people in this city that want to deny the history. That's what makes Santa Fe what it is. We're a city that is able to keep our history, keep our cultures. I've said it many times, we will rebuild the Soldiers Monument and have it dedicated to those soldiers. But I want to be also the mayor that heals this city. I want to bring the stakeholders to the table. I want to bring the Pueblos. I want to bring our Anglo brothers and sisters. I want to bring our Hispanic brothers and sisters, our Native American brothers and sisters, and all the other cultures that call Santa Fe home. Look at what a unique city we live in. We're one of the few cities that can say how multicultural we are. If we bring all the stakeholders to the table, we can have that dialogue as how we rebuild it. But until you bring all the stakeholders together, it's not going to happen. And it's a disservice that this has taken 5 long years.
All right, we have our answers on the Soldiers Monument obelisk locked in. So who likes Jeanne's answer? Joanne? Justin? Leticia? And Ron? All right. And check out the Obelisk series on 505-O-Matic. I'm having a really great time learning about Santa Fe's history with this one. So, have you shifted your position on any policies or issues since announcing your candidacy? Joanne?
No, I haven't.
All right. Justin?
I've expanded, but not really changed. So, no.
Okay. Leticia?
No, but I have expanded and I've tweaked my plans for the city.
Ron?
No, I haven't. I still believe that's unfortunate. These last 8 years, have been a disservice to all citizens in this community. Something that should not happen, and I have not changed my stance on anything that currently.
Yeah, yes, per my funded infrastructure and development, I started initially with the 1,000 affordable homes, as well as the recovery and facilities and residential. But in meeting with the stakeholders, I've broadened it. I can't do it all, but if you take my flyer that's outside, it lists the funds that will be provided. The key thing is, yes, once I became aware of the wastewater treatment plant that needs to be totally replaced, yes, that's increased as well. And the one thing is the sports complex, wanting to expand that. We need to actually bring in more revenue on the south side, and that is the plans to build a Santa Fe version of Austin City Limits, as well as getting the Gathering of Nations to come to Santa Fe along with the Indian market where it belongs.
All right. We have our answers locked in. Joanne? Justin? Leticia? Ron? And Jeanne. Okay. My own follow-up question for you, Jeanne. So as I was reading through the candidate profiles, with this shifting position, this is the best place that I could figure out where to ask this follow-up question. So in your profile, you have a PhD in quantum hexadynamics.
Yes.
Will you explain what that is, please?
Actually, if you went to the PKN thing at Lindsay, after experiencing Hurricane Jeanne in Florida, I went back to Iowa, and I had the opportunity to meet Captain Dwayne Whitlock. He actually deciphered the code before the Pearl Harbor attack. He's a cryptologist. He retired early after World War II because he deciphered the code with the Pearl Harbor attack, and he realized our whole science and math is skewed. He went to Berkeley and reanalyzed every major scientific experiment as a cryptologist, not a scientific theory. So it is based on the I Ching, and the I Ching is more fortunate, but it is he's deciphered the code to the universe, and that's one of my initiatives in my global knowledge economy. He asked me to introduce it to young minds before they get indoctrinated into our flawed education system. So that is part of my global knowledge economy and my Senate bills that I didn't get passed when I was here.
All right.
Yes. So he's published a couple books. So Critical Thoughts in Notion and In Search of Intelligent Design.
Okay, we're going to talk afterwards. I have some follow-up questions. Thank you.
But can I just say? Mm-hmm. And that's been part of my thing in working in my Turtle Island. I'm aligned with the spiritual wisdom, so I've been with the Maoris and guests because the quantum is etheric. It's not particle physics. So this is part of what I'm wanting to bring here because Santa Fe is, recognizing the indigenous cultures as well as the Hispanic and the Anglo, the creative, because it's visual. It's not, our math is so skewed.
Okay.
Thank you for that question.
Thank you for saying that you are studying quantum hexadynamics. I've just been kind of obsessed with this last couple of days. Okay. So all the mayoral candidates answered no to the Santa Fe, New Mexican question. Do you believe Santa Fe is prepared for a wildfire or large-scale public safety power shutoff? All of you all said no, but, and I'm sure you all have your ways that your plan for dealing with that, but how do you intend to pay for your plan to improve city resiliency? Justin.
Thank you. Yes. Hello. So, so part of this is building, especially on the power shutoff, is getting battery power backup installed into homes, so that we can have distributed batteries in homes, starting with folks that have urgency with medical equipment and things like that, and then distributing it across the city. In terms of fire preparation, that's a big, complex thing. So for paying for that, I would also start to talk to Los Alamos County, because they have some preparation money that and excess of that, and we've come to their rescue in the past when they've had a big fire, and maybe they could help us with a little bit of preparation ourselves.
Leticia.
Okay, from doing my tours at the water plants and the the treatment center, they have backup generators. So those generators will kick in if there was a fire. But the key component is that I found out that now with the cut down of the tariffs and everything with the feds, is that there's up where the watershed is, way up in the federal lands, they have employees, and since they've cut their pay, that they don't have them up there anymore. So that was a big concern for the watershed, is that now and I asked them, is there a plan? And there is no plan. So we need to build a plan, and we do need to have backup generators. We need storage units. We need more of solar systems. So yes.
How do you pay for it? You leverage city, county, state, and federal funding. You have to have all these entities come to the table and discuss this. As somebody who understands budgets knows it also with the forensic audit, there's going to be funding there that has not been used. When I was on the council, I found $5 million that has just sat there for years. So that is the thing when we do. We go department by department, line item by line item, see what's being used, what's not being used. There's funding out there. There's funding in the budgets. It's just a shame that, members of the council, members don't really go look at it. You have to study these budgets from point A to point B. And if you don't understand budgets, then it's going to cross you and you're not going to pass it. But there is funding there. But again, too, leveraging that thing, but collaboration. That's been my whole thing for this whole campaign, collaborating with all the entities that have stake.
Jeanne?
Yes, per my funding for my infrastructure and development platform, I've had the conversation with the fire department. We could build over 2 new fire stations and renovate another one, and purchase brand new fire engines, and work with the emergency staff. The other thing on the back of my flyer, it explains part of my funding would also do a digital twin of the city of Santa Fe. If you're not familiar with digital twins, it's satellite image. We could do that and then create an immersive 3D virtual world. So we could actually do simulations of emergencies as well as planning and development. So the decisions are based on the simulations. It will do that. The other thing is, being an international tourist, people will pay to virtually experience Santa Fe, and that would triple the amount of our GRT, so not burden the taxpayers here.
So I have worked in all 3 branches of government, the executive, the legislative, and the judiciary, and I've managed large budgets. I've worked for 2 governors, 2 mayors. I've worked for Los Alamos County as well. So I do know how budgets work. I've developed them. I've presented them. Fire and public safety is not just a city issue. All of those entities are interested in how we can all prepare for that. But within the city, we had a very good emergency preparedness director who left because lots of competent people are leaving. I would make sure we have that staffed and have it staffed well. We have some good fire protection people who offer their services, I've been attending their panels of things that they do. It's important that we use the resources we have to make a real plan for this city, because this is probably number one. It is number one.
We have our answers. Justin. Leticia. Ron. Jeanne. And Joanne. All right. Joanne, I do have a follow-up question for you now. Also reviewing your profile. So you've worked for 2 mayors and 2 governors.
Mm-hmm.
Which one was your favorite to work for? On the record, of course, just let them know because they're going to listen.
They were all good. But I'll tell you, I mean, I loved them all. And I'll say Bill Richardson has a space in my heart. But Sam Pick, if you know Sam Pick, he is delightful. He's still with us. Sometimes people say, is he still alive? Yes, he is. He let us do our jobs. He hired qualified people. He had a great sense of humor, but he's smart. He's smart as hell. And I learned a great deal from him, and I just love him to death.
Our final question. At the end of your term or terms, what do you want your legacy to be? Justin, no. Did you go first last time? I had lost. Leticia.
What I would like everybody to remember me is that I came up with plans for each of the problems that I see right now in front of us, and I accomplished them, and I made them come forth to where we do have affordable housing, we do have rent control, we don't have any homelessness anymore because they're in programs and they're working amongst us, that we have everything, that our roads look great. You know, I say that let's put forth everything that we say that we plan on doing for the city of Santa Fe, that we promise that we do accomplish the tasks that we say we're going to do. No more lip service. Let's go to action. So I want people to remember me that I was the woman that actually made her plan come forth, and I did it, and everybody will be proud of us at the end of the day.
I want my legacy to be that Ron Trujillo cared about all people here in Santa Fe, no matter who you were. He did his best to ensure that the entire city was taken care of, that you were proud of your city, and you had a city that worked for you, not against you. I've dedicated my entire life to public service. 12 years on the city council, 25 plus years at the state. I love this city, born and raised here, married my wife here, buried my father here. I'm going to die here too. So you have to have stake in this community. You have to love this community. And that's all I want my legacy to be is, Ron Trujillo cared about the people, the city, and the cultures that he loved here in Santa Fe.
I'd like to be known as a woman mayor that gets the city back on track. And I know I'm known as a wild card, but I have verifiable funding to support all of the infrastructure and development platforms. This is based on gold and metal assets. So as the gold keeps going up, the funding will be there. And it's not only for the city of Santa Fe, but it's for the state as well as the Indian reservations. As an educator, I want my term to roll this out, and so you as taxpayers are not going to be burdened with more bonds and more taxes, especially during these times when the federal government is cutting every program and the state will not be there. We can't rely on that. As an educator, I want to be kind of like a Bernie Sanders, AOC, to be mentoring young people to get them very involved in the city politics as well.
Joanne?
So I would like to be known as the mayor who left Santa Fe better than she found it. And how I do that is that I hire people who are qualified. I hire people who know how to manage other people. I let them do their jobs. I wouldn't have hired yes people. I won't hire yes people. I want people to be better themselves, having worked in the city of Santa Fe and having had me as a leader. And I also want managers who know how to really treat employees and develop them, because we are all a team. That's how I manage, that's how I lead. I can't do it alone. And so I would rely on all the people that are within the city of Santa Fe to work for the same goal and to feel appreciated and valued. And that's what I've done everywhere I've worked. That's what I intend to do, leave Santa Fe better for all of us, because we all worked as a team to do that.
So leaving the city better than it was, than we found it, is a pretty easy bar right now. So we need to work. So we need to raise that bar a little bit. So, but I understand.
Shade.
So, no, I love it too. But no, it's not no shade on her. Actually, it's more on where we're at. We might. But Santa Fe, the city needs to be a great place to work, that people appreciate the work of the staff there. And so staff needs the tools and the training and the support to be responsive with customer service that is top-notch. Then we need to get stuff done. That's been part of my campaign since the beginning. We have lots of plans that sit on the shelf and plans that are still being formulated. And if we don't complete these plans towards the goals that we want, we're never going to get what we want. And so we're going to have a city found much better than we started. Thanks. That is much better, much better.
All right, we have this final question and answers locked in. How do we feel about Leticia's? Ron? Joanne? I'm sorry. Yeah, Jeanne? Start up. Jeanne? The J. I was perfect the whole time. Jeanne, Joanne, and Justin. Okay. And I do have a follow-up question real quick. Ron, so you said 12 years on city council. What was your most proud moment? Mike?
Passing the 2008, initiating the 2008 Parks Bond, passing it, and actually showing the citizens of Santa Fe real results by ensuring all the parks throughout Santa Fe were taken care of. You know, it's an unfortunate thing what's happened over these last 8 years. Our parks have gone into disarray. I can promise you this, when I'm mayor, we're going to revamp our parks again. We're going to make them special, and you'll be proud that you can go enjoy a birthday party and just take your kids, grandkids to parks that you can be proud of.
All right. And that concludes council culture. Who didn't update this slide? That was last time. This is Mayoral related to. So thank you for coming all to our Quizomatic. So we're going to see who won the majority of audience vibes. So Katie, do we have a tally for this section?
All right, final tallies. Justin 1, Joanne 0, Jeanne 3, Ron 5, Leticia 2. So Ron is our overall winner. Congratulations to all of the candidates. And are we finishing up?
Thank you, 505.
So Jeanne, I have a question. I've got this 20-karat gold bracelet that I got from the United Emirates. Do you think I'm fine? I also got these gold earrings too. They were all from a former boyfriend, so I think it's fine, right? Hold on to it? Okay. You mean I can actually pay a month's rent?
You can get some eye cream.
Well, we all enjoy you to join us tonight. Don't forget, we also had 3 other candidates in our podcast to view in our YouTube and our 505OMATIC as well. We're going to be getting this up on our podcast and our YouTube, 505OMATIC.com. Thank you to Justin Green. Thank you, Joanne Coppler. Thank you, Jeanne O'Dean. Thank you, Ron Trujillo. Thank you, Leticia Montoya. And please, round of applause for our DJ, Billiam. We've got our cameraman here, Mateo Fernandez. Devin in the audience, Mr. Fluffy Hair himself. We got Leslie. We got Warren. We got Katie. And Jay Alex, the technologist. I am Desba, your wonderful host. Thank you so much. Please go out to the patty. Wait. Please make sure to grab this donation card. If you enjoyed this show, if you want to like help fund our future campaigns for our bringing your videos to your little phones and everything else, and like bringing these people, these wonderful people, they're amazing. Your answers were really great. It's not working. It's not working. All right. Well, anyways, you know what? Buy a t-shirt. Go buy a t-shirt. Thank you all for coming. Thank you, Jean Cocteau. Have a great night. Enjoy yourselves. And please, talk to our mayoral candidates. Please ask them questions, follow-up questions. Thank you. Buy a t-shirt. And subscribe. We actually have a thing on. Yes. Oh, I'm glad.
The donate button. So sorry, the donate button's not working, but please subscribe.
My camera first.